Junction. In my video today, I am going to be making custom content. And I want to preface this video by saying this is only the second time I've ever made custom content in my life, so it's not going to be up to the standards of the stuff that you would usually get. However, I'm still learning. I'm just trying to get some practice out there, and I'm actually really proud of how the end result looks. Some of the swatches I made look better than others because I started making this around midnight, and I stopped around 5:30ish. So by the time the last couple swatches were being made, I was ready to go to sleep. And I was getting tired and ready to get done with this. But I overall think it turned out really good. So the three programs you are going to need if you want to make this is obviously you need The Sims 4. That's not one of the three. You're going to need Sims 4 Studio, which is what's on the screen right now. You're going to need what's it called? This one, which is called Blender, and it's 2.70, not 2.8, which is the new one. So you want 2.70. And then you also need any kind of like photo editing software, which is like Photoshop or GIMP are the two main ones. And I'm using GIMP in this video. So I start off in Sims 4 Studio. You get the meshes, and then right now I'm combining them. I'm trying to make a wedding dress that has sleeves that are like not attached to the body. So I'm like cutting off the top of the shirt, and then you're just gonna have the sleeves, and then the chest part are gonna be like detached, and then you're gonna have the long part of the dress is gonna come from one that's already in the game. And this takes a while. You just have to like constantly like delete things and move things around. I don't know how to actually like add on things yet. That's definitely something I want to learn how to do. And then I think there was a time where I accidentally deleted some of the skin, like around the shoulders or the chest or somewhere. So I had to go and install like a blank chest that I could put on underneath to make sure there was no like holes in the skin when it actually turns out in game. Alright, so while this is going, I guess I can just talk about whatever I want. As I said in my last video, if you guys caught that one, I'm a huge country music fan. I've been listening to a lot of good country music lately. I had a lot of fun listening to that. What else have I been up to? I'm in school right now, so I've just been studying and testing and like not a lot of real fun stuff going on. I'm really excited for Thanksgiving and Christmas coming up. I'm really into Christmas decorating. So at my house, we've already started putting the lights up when I was there about 2 weekends ago. And then I'm coming back like a week from today, or a week from Friday, which is yesterday, whichever one it is, so about a week. And I'm gonna go to the Goodwill outlet and buy a bunch of old clothes so I can make like Santa and Mrs. Claus scarecrows to put on the front porch. And so I'm really excited. If it turns out really good, I might put the pictures on here for y'all, maybe on my Twitter or something, so you can see it. If it does not look good, you won't be seeing it. But that's kind of my plan for Christmas so far. Okay, so there you can see is where I deleted the chest, and then I have to go and eventually install a chest to cover it back up. This is all sped up. This took me, like I said, about 5 hours, and around 2 hour mark is when my computer started making like that noise, like where it's like telling you it's kind of needs a break. So at that point, 2 hours into it, I turned off the screen recorder to give my computer a little bit of a break. So you're only seeing the beginning in this video. So you see me basically editing the whole mesh, which is this part, and then you're going to see me making the first swatch. But there's 4 more swatches that I make off camera, but I'm going to show you those at the end of the video. So yeah. So if you guys have any tips on how to like make custom content, like make it do the meshes quicker, or the thing that I had the real hardest time on, which you guys will see later, is I don't like having to do the shading on the clothes. Like I just kind of like paint the whole thing my solid color and put a little shade in there. But how you see right now those like little details on like just like the wrinkles and the clothes, like I cannot add those in without it looking bad. So if any of you guys have any like tips, I know some people what they do is they're able to like keep the ones underneath and just add the color on top. I don't know how to do that. So yeah, make sure to like let me know if you guys have any really good ideas on how to make your final things look a little bit more wrinkly and a little bit more realistic. So right here I'm starting to do the white for the wedding dress. I decided to do two wedding dresses for the final one. This is a basic one. It's just like an all white dress, and then it's got like a silver sparkly belt on it. The last one what I did is around the shoulders. I went on Google and I got a lace pattern, and then on GIMP I set the transparency to 50%. So when it's actually in the game, you can see through it. It looks like real lace, which I thought was really, really cool. That's probably one of the cooler things that I did. So right now I was having the problem is the white from the ruffles were showing up on the arms. That took me at least an hour just to fix that one problem alone. I think I did fix it though in this video. Most of the video is in ×4 speed, and that section I put in ×8 speed just because of how long it took me. Alright, so this is GIMP right here, if I didn't say before. That's the program I'm using for this part. I'm not going to like try to explain every little detail on how to do this because like I said, I'm just a beginner, so I'm not the best at explaining everything, like press this button, save it to this file. There's probably a lot easier ways to do some things than the way I'm doing it. I just kind of watched like 1 or 2 tutorials on YouTube and then just kind of dove right in and figured it out. And those tutorials were really good. They were a lot better than this is going to be. This is more just like showing you guys how I did it, not really like trying to teach a beginner. Like if you want some tips and you see something I do, that'd be helpful. But like if you have no idea what you're doing, I'm probably not that much different than that. So like the biggest problem I had is the sleeves at the top, because I just cut it off from a regular shirt. Is there was an opening on the top, because that would be connected to the other part of the sleeve. So I'm having to go in and close it up eventually. I don't know, is that what I'm doing? Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. And I'd individually like go in and move every single little piece, and it's not easy to move the pieces. You have 3, as you can see, it's like that, the red, the blue, and the green. You have 3 directions you can move it, and none of them are really in the direction you want. You can't just drag it. I think you can drag it, but I don't know how to. So I had to do it that way, which took me a little bit longer than I planned on it. So yeah, I think this is the last thing I did on the mesh. As you can see, I'm just trying out there, like trying to get the colors to work, and nothing's working. They're just, you have a strap of skin color on the sleeve, and then on the arm beneath it, you have the color of the sleeve on the shirt, and the color of the sorry, you have the color of the sleeve on your arm, and you have the color of the skin from your arm on your sleeve. That's what the problem was, and I got that worked out. So I was watching some Sims videos before making this today, and I don't know if you guys are fans of Lil Simsy. There was a video on there today of making like the frozen ice castle on top of a mountain. I thought that was so cool. It was a really cool video. You guys should check it out, definitely. I really wish I was that good at building. I think I mentioned this in another video, but like I'm really good at building like giant mansions in The Sims 2. Sims 2 is like the game I'm building best at. I've got an old computer back at home. It's not with me now because I'm in my college dorm right now. But my old computer back at home had this really cool like southern style plantation house that I made in Sims 2. I should definitely, when I'm back for Christmas, make a video just like touring that. It'll probably be like a couple minute video, but it's like the best thing I've ever made in any of the games, and it's something I'm really proud of. So I'll definitely try to show you guys that when I get the chance to. Yeah, this is on ×8 speed, and I'm still editing it, and I've haven't talked about this in a while, so that just shows you how long of a time it took me to get this part of it done. That's definitely like the longest part of the mesh, was getting the sleeves worked out. Another thing that I don't know how to do that I really, really like to do is I don't know how to make a mesh from like scratch. I always have to just combine different parts of different stuff I already have. I really like to figure out and learn how to do it from like a custom. Because I don't have a lot of good guy clothes in my game. I was trying to make guy clothes for custom content, but the only thing I know how to do is combine a shirt and a bottom, and like that doesn't really make sense for guy clothes. Like, you don't have your shirts attached to your pants. That'd be kind of goofy looking. So the only thing I know how to make is just make like a shirt and attach it to a skirt for a girl, but I don't know how to make anything for guys, which I want to do because I don't know, dresses don't really interest me that much. But I do really like wedding dresses and wedding stuff because I think weddings are kind of fun to go to. I have, but not in a while, played a wedding in The Sims. When I first got the game, like back in 2014, I had like a save file that I played. Just one. I only played one save file, and so I had a whole family like going for a couple of generations. So there were some weddings during that time, and the main guy ended up, he had 2 kids with his first wife, and then he cheated on her, and his cheater, whatever you want to call her, ended up getting pregnant with twins, and I'm pretty sure that it was a wedding for them. This was like 5 years ago, so I don't really remember 100% what happened. That's like the last time I've really played full on in the gameplay. A lot of times I just do create a sim now, and then I sometimes build, but I'm not a huge fan of the gameplay. I get a little bit bored with it sometimes. I tried to do the 100 baby challenge, and I got to like baby number 2. So that didn't go real well. So right, I'm just pulling the mesh into Sims 4 Studio and making sure I like the way it looks. Every time I edit like the slightest thing, I re-import it and be like, okay, that look good, that look good. It might save me a little bit of time if I were to just like edit a whole bunch of stuff and import it, but I don't want to waste my time making something that's not going to look good, so I like to pop it in there after every single small change I make. So I think I'm almost finishing up. Like I said, the fan got going, so I had to finish it up. I'm not sure the whole thing, but I feel like it was worked out better that way because I'm trying to condense like 5 hours of video into 10 minutes, 10 or 20 minutes would probably not be the best looking thing. So that part right there is the bottom that I'm turning gray because I had the bottom all white and made it like a lighter color gray, so it looks like there's some shadow on the bottom. And I think it also goes with the sleeve too, because the sleeve and that part overlap, so you have to do them the same color. Like the inside of the sleeve from the bottom is what I'm talking about turning gray. And here's the part where I try to make some shadows. They look okay. That's something I really need to practice on. Something I really want to get better at. Just kind of blending it there with the smudger tool. And then on the back I added like a little bit of like a button up part, just so there's some more details in there, make it a little bit more interesting looking. And then I added a silver belt around it, but I think that was after the video stopped going, so you'll just see that on the final product at the end. And each one I had to put a different belt on, and each one has like slightly different details. Like it's not just like I recolored it, I put some custom details on every single different swatch, which was, I thought, a cool idea. Yeah, so we're just coming to the end of the video here, and I'm about ready to show you some in-game screenshots. Geez, sometimes when I make these videos, I just, my voice doesn't always sound like I can't always get my words the way I want them. I'm just talking for like 10 minutes to myself. It's kind of unnatural. Just moving that up because I think the shadow was too low. Yeah. Alright, so here's the first swatch, just a plain white, like modern wedding dress. And the next one's a little bit more traditional. It's got like lace, and there's like flowers around the waist. I gave you 3 more colors just for some extra uses, which this one is like a dark red. This is a green one, and the belt's actually they're texture and it ties around the back. And my favorite one is the last one, which is like 1970s style with like the big circle belts. So if you would like to download this, go to my Tumblr. The link will be below. It is backwaterjunctionsims.tumblr.com. Backwater Junction was taken. So you want to find this one called Whimsical Wedding Dress. Click on the link. It takes you to mediafire.com. My Sims file share account has not been created yet. I'm waiting on the code. So I'm using this. You press download, and it downloads right into your game. So I'm going to go back and just show you. I have this which you can download, and then I have another dress down here, which is my very first one. It's really, really basic. So I hope you all really like the stuff I made and you guys enjoy it in your game. Make sure to like and comment on this video and subscribe to my channel. And I hope y'all have a great day.